game of the play-ins. TEC just lost to Trace, so they're playing up against BLG. TEC have actually picked LOTUS, the map that they literally just lost, so not too much time to fix some of the mistakes that they made. On the attack, hoping to start strong. Billy, the last time that they played on LOTUS was against TEC last year in the Evolution Tournament. It was the map that got them eliminated. TEC then weren't playing Shu on Killjoy, they were playing him on the ISO. And it's actually Shu that gets the first kill in this series. Caught out Billy's stacking players trying to fight for this a little bit more. YZ and Yosemite both taken out. Now the call is actually for TEC to go pretty aggressive here, but speaking of aggressive, look at this angle that like K-Knight is fighting on. Like way too forward facing, just way out in the open. It's even impressive that he gets one kill there. TEC haven't won a pistol today since that first series on Breeze, and it's looking like, oh, I was going to say that they should be picking up this one, but 1 versus 4 for Bianca's been turned into 1 versus 2. He's paranoid that there's somebody behind him, to the point where he uses his horn. They've got a high-low. Oh, and it's not too far away. Not a bad attempt from Bianca to actually make that a 1 versus 4, but TEC at least picking up the first pistol in this series. This is going to be like Team Secret versus Zeta. I don't know. My hopes are that BLG can actually like fight back. If BLG can look good in this series, go into that final one with Trace, and then maybe even like get back to that level, I'd be more than down to see Billy like make playoffs if they can look as good as they used to. It is also Bianca and LOTUS. This is his map. It is his agent as well. There's a reason why Finesse isn't watch party in this game, because he's just shaking in his chair, just like, oh no. This is at home watching, fucking reciting the names of this roster. Got them scribbled all over the wall at home. Bianca, K-Knight, YZ, Yosemite.
因为赢下手枪局，枪械更加的有优势在身上。怎么样去做这个反清 ？BLG 剩下的技能，贝尔奇手里也没有暗眼在了，小编是有一颗鬼眼的。 但是2楼已经被体坛占了下来，小型石门和 BC 连的位置了。
Clean Antica. Kwayu is the only one that had like a solid rifle with a Vandal, and he almost goes down. He's on 15 HP, so he's just going to be like chilling now, watching the flank, making sure that he doesn't drop this rifle for anybody. And Shu with a ghost, he's got a bit of freedom to actually push up and try and get a little bit more. Yosemite stops it from being a flawless, but there's no gun upgrade. Just farming up as many kills as they can, and Yosemite's just going to die to the spike, just to avoid giving anybody else any ult pips.
无伤的拿下对方的一个局，可以说只掉了可能1500块。
We ain't losing to fucking Billy, bro.
这样的一个开局对于体坛来说还是优势比较大在身上的，而且还把狂徒在身上。
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm not as good as doing a Scouse accent, unless I do like a Hanako. Bro. I like that, isn't it? But it's low. He's got such a low voice for a Scouser. This is that you? Billy on the anti-bonus, not the bonus. I was going to say the Billy bonus, but that's not even true. And a stack for Billy as they actually have 4 players of it. I thought they were on the bonus with how they're playing this. It's an open C site, and it looks like Billy's going to suffer from the same stuff that both JDG and to a lesser extent Trace was suffering from. In that a C hold on defense is just too hard nowadays. Rider Pro started the spike, so dumb. I'm glad that you put the capper straight afterwards, Galv. You would have tilted somebody. I've even seen casters like in like tier 2 stuff or game changers make that mistake. It's like pushing, clearing. This is a good retake from BLG thus far. But RB is still alive, which makes it kind of scary. You get the plant, you get 3 kills, however, from TEC. You're gonna be happy with it.
太多，这一分把对方3把枪下掉，而且安装了爆能器，是的，所以
BLG 加油，
对于体坛来说完全可以接受的一个场面。
因为这一分本来他们强势劣势就想要。
If Bilibili lose this game, can they qualify? How does it work? If they lose this game, they would have to beat Trace, and then you've kind of got like a rock paper scissors of Trace beating TEC, TEC beating BLG, BLG beating Trace, and then it comes down to like map differential and round differential, like the comment says.
他并且知道队友能够在后续帮他持续去给技能，让他有足够的输出空间。
回防是有枪械优势和技能优势在的。
So Bilibili losing this series doesn't mean anything.
再来看一下体坛这里的一个全场僵局了。
At least until we see that third series, and then games come in.
对，因为两边其实都不是特别好抢，而
TEC
他们选择了静音，主动从 AY 摸了出来。
Would that be how it
哇，那这个静音收益很高。
是的。
Try not to think about it too much. Doing it off the top of my head hurts my brain. I'm gonna take your word on it though. Execute again coming in for TEC.
对，用一点血量换取包点的信息。
Good position, and Yosemite getting a massive kill. Where was it though? Where did he get that kill? Was it just like in the choke? Yeah, right on this like Viper wall. Just spraying through from stairs, getting one. Nightfall from RB is available and ready, and it's gonna hit 3 players, narrowly just missing onto Biang. Stairs is gonna be pushed by Bear, but he's on his own. Stair Bear. Takes care and gets one. Wise just gonna push for the smoke. Somebody shuts that down. The National Park isn't letting anything pass today by the looks, but RB is still alive. Whatever that is in Mandarin, it's probably worth learning. They've got half on the defuse, and RB's seen that they've got half on the defuse, so he has to take this fight. A great trade again for Yosemite, and the fact that they get half means that they have just enough time to. Really well played from both of these players. And take half to Eco. Did you voice the stream down, as in like turn the background noise down? Like the actual casters? I can do. There you go. Is that a bit better?
队友帮他吸引火力的时候，他也没有辜负队友的信赖，成功的接下2个人。
没钱了，现在体坛。
Do the tell again.
只有一个终极技能，但
We'll leave it with that.
来说这一分的话，4个人选择
Better? Alright, that should be good. If it needs turning louder, let me know. But we'll leave it there. But I did see they was a little bit loud actually, that's my bad. Alright. Pretty much all chefs other than an RB Marshall. It was around where they used the Nightfall too. The big rounds to lose. And just as well, both the defusers that came in from BLG didn't have much time on them. Bear is actually good, however, never heard of him before. He didn't really do too much. He was on Enter beforehand. And I don't think they've got anywhere near the top level of Evolution. Nightfall is used on the defense, the door's open, and with this wall, it's just a case of spraying and praying, which Bianc gets 1. 2. Why is he farming up as well onto the showstopper? They should have a good inclination that this is going to be an eco though. Now, especially when they hear the Marshall shots. But honestly, with how BLG have been looking, them actually like using ultimates like the Nightfall to just get that advantage early, I don't hate. Oh, nice from YZ. It's nice to see him back and playing well too. Because I really disliked watching Rin for BLG, and YZ, obviously a lot of people liked YZ from all of the judge stuff he was able to do at Champions. But from me watching Evolution, it just seemed that his individual performance got worse and worse. Went from a guy that was getting so many like clutch moments that were in all of the little compilations for Evolution to getting sod all. I shouldn't have been eating almonds whilst trying to like talk quickly.
The
Chinese Tarek, YZ. BLG again, like full force that, just giving up the C site for retake. Means that Abo can get the showstopper without any contention. And yeah, just there to try and flood out Lock M. It's such a strange default from BLG, but it's working. They're like, we can't hold C, so we're not going to bother with it. We're just going to play retake and just kind of fight you everywhere else on the map. Streaming and coaching your full-time job? Yeah. Right now it takes up the most of my time. Obviously I'm just like freelance, so I earn money wherever I can, but I do cast as well. See, he's going back side, showstopper coming in. Why is he actually getting everything? Abo gets nothing with his. Lockdown's going to be hit. They see K-Knight in this corner. There's still 3 players alive, but the spike has still been planted. It's bought pretty decent amount of time. Kawhi able to get 1 spray in. He's almost killed Yosemite as well. Yosemite is still alive. Why is he going to try and push onto Shu? Good clear up. And again, it sounds like fair, like 6-7 seconds on the clock. Yep. Good defuse. But yeah, the VCT China streams have been amazing. Like the support and everybody watching has been absurd. Like I could never have like hoped for this amount of people coming in and watching the games with me. Yeah, that turret is just way too close to actually see people closing the distance. First time I used early, it's not really been that good from TEC. Even when they win the pistol, there's still streaks of rounds that are able to happen for Billy. Wait, no, they didn't win the pistol. Never mind. Kind of helps that you're the English co-stream. I don't know, I think what, like Shanks has been streaming this, Curry, like the usual like NA Pro watch parties have been covering China a lot, which in all honesty is like really good. Like I'm glad that they're not just treating it as like, oh, this is the meme region, it doesn't matter. I know everybody seems to be really interested in China doing well. The only reason why we haven't seen like people like Sliggy and stuff cover it is just because it clashes with something else. I mean, the viewership for China for the playoff games and the finals would be really good. I'm excited for it. Big shout out to Sliggy for letting me know about your streams. Yeah, all of the support that he's given has been crazy. And also stuff like Plat Chat as well, like just Sideshow's given me a lot of hosts. I've been on Plat Chat to talk about China before. I imagine I'll be on again at some point. Again, it's this fight for BLG for A main that's just completely shutting down TEC. Although the money isn't great for this one, it's still just the precedent that it's setting. The TEC have just not really been able to get through this choke. The problem with the China capsules is there's a rumor that there's not going to be like custom-made player cards. Hopefully there's still player cards. It might just be a little bit more generic, which, to be honest, I'm kind of fine with. I like the RRQ card and stuff, like Cloud9's one is good. Doesn't need to be super complicated, just a nice logo with the nice colors. There's almost 2 million live views on the China stream right now. To be fair, is that heat on Billy? Because that's not live viewers. You like the Sin one? Yeah, the Sin one's okay. I don't think there's any that I don't like at all, other than DFMs.
很难操作啊，6滴血被蹭墙，感觉都已经是受不了的一个血线了。假击一下，骗你的身位出来，主动打抓到了。
Good clearance, good damage done. This is just kind of how it was like for TEC though in the last series, no? Their ecos were actually a lot more dangerous than their full buys. And getting 3 kills there is nice. And it's again another defuse that's coming in for Billy that's between like the 5 to 10 second mark. And some of these have been like even lower, like with 10 seconds or less on the time to get the defuse in. I think every defuse that has come in so far from Billy has been that. Like this was 3 seconds, this was like 1 second, this was 7 seconds, this was 7 seconds. Bianc is farming. Didn't see for TEC because we don't get enough time looking at the kill feeds and the stats and stuff. There's a full buy. You've got a Nightfall. You've got one away from a Viper's Pit too. So an A execute seems like a good idea in principle. Nightfall on site, clear it, Viper's Pit should be good enough. But of course you need to worry about this. Because somebody else having a Viper's Pit of his own, but I don't think there's any instance where I'd use it here. You've got all of this utility, like the 2 nanoswarms of the turret on B, even being cleared a little bit by K-Knight. K-Knight just needs to not die here. Like if Chu peeks this, gets this, you lose the lockdown, and you just go for an A execute. Tries to nanoswarm the choke, but can't quite get anything else. Good peek attempts. Who was it? It was RB, of course it was RB. Who else would be crazy enough to go for that? And there goes K-Knight. Actually, that is a big loss. I think this is a huge advantage for TEC to actually work with. If it wasn't for Yosemite to just push through the smoke himself. Alright, you got the C site. It's open, there's no alarm bot there, there's no other killjoy utility. It's about getting this Viper's Pit down. Well, Lockham isn't planting, and he's still one ult pip away. Like, I feel like that should have been planned out a little bit more. But this is still more than winnable for BLG. Prowler's going to go onto elbow, the nade C's combo is going to come in. How about just the top of this box, trying to face onto Waterfall as much as he realistically can. Now fighting on the spike. BLG might peek him one at a time here. They do. Haunt in the smoke before he peeks out the backside of it. And with Wisey, had the operator, could save it, doesn't. Nice, clean 3k from RB. And I'm looking at like K-Knight going for this. You got a lockdown. Don't die in silly positions, you know. Yeah, retake on C is really difficult. Holding C is really difficult. But you know what would have been nice for a C retake? A lockdown. Nice to see signs of life though from TEC. RB versus Bianc though. Wait a second as well, actually. One thing I want to double check. We go back to champions. RB on the Killjoy doesn't really do that much. They still beat Billy. RB's played up against these guys before. What was he like head-to-head stats? Bianc absolutely owned him. He owned Yosemite. 50-50 against Rain, which is never a good sign. Why is he 4-7? So Bianc versus RB could be a fun one because Bianc was actually just slapping him about a little bit.
BLG 基本上每个回合都在做防守位置上面的调整啊，看一下这次能不能。
Oh yeah, this was the series, right? As well.
看一下防守站位有没有调整啊？调整回来了，还是一个默认的防守，因为中路是
look at that.
放手的。这里
On
是
LOTUS.
回防的 H3 人。
So maybe like BLG are going to be 10-2 up, and RB just starts RB in. Again, that aggression, that fight for A main, and it's just a traffic jam of players trying to go out and fight this. At least Abo wins it this time, and there's no actual trade. The satchels are just good enough. And Kwai's managed to find the potential timing, but he can't quite get it. So TEC finds the first opening, and then they just trade a kill in the other direction, and they still can't fight for A main. Prowlers have been used from Bianc. Paranoia was used from Bear, I'm pretty sure too. You've lost Wisey. You got a Haunt, you got a Seize. Both Prowlers used from RB. All of the utility for Abo still mostly just one satchel instead of two. But you lose smokes. So going onto the C site, especially with this being read by BLG and having 3 people here, it'll be very, very difficult. Is this K-Knight again with a lockdown, playing in more of an aggressive position instead of more for the retake? But fighting this and stopping it is probably a better chance of keeping this round for BLG. Abby's gone down. Viper's Pit tempted to be used. And I don't think that they realized that Chu had actually made his way in up until the nanoswarm that he threw just then. It's alright. K9 and Yosemite having this pretty much shut out. 1 versus 3 for Chu. He's got just as many kills as he did in the last map that he just played up against Trace. Time to plant is low. He's trying to isolate these. He's chipping away. He's doing the damage, but nobody else is peeking him. Nobody else is giving him it. Just this discipline for BLG. Rin, my unimpressed goat. I didn't enjoy watching Rin that much. I don't think he's bad. I think Rin could be like a good pickup even in like tier 1. But if you want Billy to actually be fighting for the places that they were looking to be fighting for by going to champions, he was a bit of a weak thing. Abby with friends can't beat a good team. Especially when you've just watched these guys play and you sort of know some of the little things that they're going to do. And like, this is just a game plan for BLG and it's not been adjusted yet. Novarico, easy opening for YZ, who is just back into his prime form from the looks of it. Anything that was done over here, I don't know if they picked up the orb or not. I assume they would do. Also maybe trying to clear out some of the util. But both nanoswarms and the turrets there. 2 players holding it. Lambot here. TEC have not done anything towards B as of yet, I don't think. So it is just kind of free for them to actually like hold with 2 on the site. Nanoswarms have done so much damage and the turret's even going to get the kill. Yosemite and K9, it's just like back at Los Angeles, isn't it? It's just back at LA. Flawless, clean, solid defense. Yeah, Bez the IGL. So not only do I think he's like a good potential, like I've not seen much of him, but like having him has an IGL and also on a controller to replace Rin. 2 birds, 1 stone with a roster move. Because Bian didn't want to IGL anymore. Felt that it was affecting his personal performance too much, and they swapped around who was IGLing like the last time that they played these guys actually. I think K9 was IGLing and it just didn't work. Have BLG been playing? In this tournament, very hot and cold against Wolves. Got better the first time, played better the second. This series, pretty much the score. A couple of moments where players have like done a bit too much and got punished, but A main controller's just been all BLG. Yosemite's 11 and 3. Viper's Pit to try and block upstairs, make this a harder post plant to win, so the lockdown is going to be used. Showstopper, all the ultimates available for BLG. Not really needed to use them. And that's why I'm just going into this choke. Actually respecting a lot of the space, expecting somebody from TEC to be close. Then the Showstopper blocking these players in. He's missed with the Showstopper, but he doesn't miss with the second shot. Yank's gone down, the Nightfall was used. The Snakebite is going to go onto the defuse. K9's been able to get half. How low is he? 50 HP. Why is he trying to spray onto where LOCM is? And then managed to stick it. Again, TEC getting a taste of their own medicine. LOCM was doing this all day against Trace. BLG's just done it by sticking the defuse. So that's the 4th like pros don't think moment that we've seen today. I don't think the pit is that bad. I think it was just good pressure from YZ. And like the fact that they got half in the first place. I don't think they were expecting them to get half in the first place because they snake bit it. But actually, K9 just sticks. But I think it's a good Viper's Pit. It's just that everything else was lost. And also, 3 ultimates were used. Basically funnel you out. So given the context of what ultimates were available, that's kind of what cost them. Lockdown is going to be used on the attack. You still got people playing in on site, including K-Knight that's on this angle. This is why they're leaving it so late to clear him, but he's able to get one, so he's going to get traded out here. Viper's Pit going to be used from backside, which is actually going to go all the way onto site like this. This is a really nice, like, defensive Viper's Pit. Because you don't really have a safe space to plant. Paranoia is going to come in behind because Bear's going to peek. Lockem might have given his team a chance. There's still plenty of time to go elsewhere if they want to go off the site. Yosemite's just clearing his own Viper's Pit with a shorty. There's the operator with one. And like, yeah, if you're Chu, you go to another site. You know that both players are here. Please don't re-hit C. If you are, you got to cut noise a little bit longer. There's a shorty waiting on this. Somebody told TEC that there's a B site because they haven't gone there once. Outside of like maybe an eco. I think he was trying to go back in because he knew that the operator was in waterfall. But I don't know. Did TEC already used 2 timeouts? No. Same amount of rounds that they got, right? Was it 3-9 on the last one? My like short-term memory is so bad. That's the game that's happening at the moment. Let's do this. That's literally just going on to the game. It's just happened. 10-2. So they've done a little bit better on their defense than the last one. Got 3 rounds. It's so doable. I mean, they had like a little bit of a comeback. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to pause completely. At least skip forward a little bit. But at least they like had a little bit of a comeback here. But they did lose the pistol. Which is not good. Not good at all. It's being updated as it goes in. Yep, 9-3 halftime. And that's with TEC winning a pistol. They only win 1 round otherwise. Which is like the little bit of a misplay that I was talking about with K-Knight pushing B. Isn't there a rumor that Rin wanted to go to uni and didn't want to play pro? I mean, I don't know. Possibly. Like, that's the thing. I don't hear all of the rumors because I'm not on, like, Chinese social media and I don't speak Mandarin. So there's a lot of, like, context and stuff that's missing for me that I don't know. Like, hopefully other people can fill in the gaps for me, you know?
1-2-2的一个站位，而且我们看到王浩哲这里的起枪还是轻甲加上2段的惊喜翻腾，一波进点的速度会相当的快，但是他们并没有选择很激进的。
Paranoia in hand for Bears wants to go for the execute. It seems the TEC are trying to take a leaf out of BLG's book by going for the A main aggression. TEC 1-0 in pistols. Execute coming in. Shu just backing up ever so slightly, giving up C-Link until he gets maybe a bit more support from his teammate. Because there is a decision of whether you want to even like flank all the way around if you're Lockem. But the flank is actually coming in from RB. And now they know that there's somebody behind them, they don't know who it is. Now they know it's going to be RB. The Haunt is just going to put these players in a really awkward spot. But just RB can only do so much, and there's just individual fights been won and lost everywhere. 1-1 on pistols.
损失了1人的代价，比较轻松的拿下这个首场局啊。那现在10比3的比分，就像我们刚才所预料当中啊，如果拿下首场局呢，只要下回合不出失误，11比3。
This was the map pick for TEC as well, which makes it look a little bit more problematic. But I am super glad that like BLG actually, like especially after beating the beloved Wolves, I'm glad that like BLG is actually showing some signs of life. You can see in BLG, like BLG versus Trace, on who's deciding to make playoffs as a 3rd map, would be absolutely killer.
是的，那秋叶这里已经听到了王浩哲的绑架，哇，USMT站在前点。
For the playing game so far, because somebody just asked, BLG is 0-0, this is their first series, TEC 0-1. They lost to Trace just before this. This is a pretty solid anti-eco. 2 players have gone down, ABO, the IGL, and Kwai. So no smokes on this side of the defense. You still got the Viper and the Killjoy over on site holding, because what you should be doing. Execute just too good. Wise, he does have the Outlaw. And he did play a good amount of the Outlaw yesterday. today and actually had some really nice kills with it. Did BLG get rid of Raiden? Yes. Dropped in, brought in Bear. The Bear is also the IGL. IGL of this team, IGL of this team.
他手上捡上了阿伯掉落的飞将，远距离想抽枪的话，我觉得对方是不会给他任何的视野机会的，而且小边还在渗透，他一把正义。
I mean, BLG probably just did like first series nerves.
无休止的往前压。RB 的大脚步听到了
Nice shot from RB, so it's not quite flawless. Any more damage that can be done? Oh, he's lost the outlaw. There's Wisey. Just pushing CT aggressively for a killjoy turret with an outlaw. No time to get this defuse. Shu, just going for peek, see if he can get any more. You've given Yosemite a 4K, so he's really not that far away from having a Viper's Pit on attack. I'm now afraid the BLG is going to win against Trace. Could you imagine? Would that mean that Wolves were better than TEC and Trace?
不过这分对于体坛来讲的话，他们也尽力了，下掉对方2把枪。
How's Bear's call so far? Actually, I don't think too bad.
这分要怎么打？
对，但是 BLG 也是
TEC second timeout, not a bad time to be doing it because you've got a full buy coming up now. Yeah, I don't think the IGLing calling has been too bad from Billy. I think it's just been the individual like kill power that he's struggled with Wolves. But the second time he played Wolves, he was a lot better. Also, there's the thing with Billy with the coaches. So you might remember that the head coach for Billy when they were at Champs was Jackson. Jackson was also, so he was at Champs. He was at the Evolution Stage 1 and Evolution Stage 2. But after that, they, I think, dropped Jackson completely and brought in this guy, which is XPZ, is that his name? Just a jumble of letters. He came in to be the coach and head coach for Stage 3. Didn't go well, so they brought Jackson back to be the assistant coach below XPZ. So Jackson was the head coach, and he got either benched or demoted to assistant coach, and he's been assistant coach under XPZ since then. Who's Gen G's IGL? It's Carpy, isn't it? Oh, Munchkin. Yeah, Munchkin, sorry.
他这不是重甲，他这一分。
是的。
哇，这就是缘分吧，可能。
But I don't know if Jackson actually left. RB just peeking on his own aggressively. And he's just let Yosemite just absolutely batten them both. Okay, Outlaw shot just through all of the smokes and all of the util is going to get that trade. And suddenly you're in a 1 versus 4 for Lock M. It looks like it's done. Cape in T1, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I always get confused with like Cape, especially like the Cape IGLing stuff. It confused me so much, I now confuse what team he's on. It's because I keep confusing like Cape and Lakia because they're both on the initiator roles on their teams, and they both like kind of don't really get a lot of kills. Saving really the best operation in the situation on there. I mean, I don't think going for a 1 versus 4 is any better. No, you gotta be realistic. Like 1 extra rifle might make the difference. And it seems to be 9 chances.
如果失误的话，对方能够有机会把王浩哲点掉。
还是要知道这把枪的容错其实是比较低的。
对，只有2发子弹。
对的。
I think Yoma needs to show that he can do it on a another tier 2 Korean team before he gets picked up by like a DRX or a T1 or a Gen G. Where did he play? He was on Rare Atom. This is TEC's map pick, yes. Why is he still has the outlaw?
那这个 CG 高低的双架，并且手上是有舌吻的。RB 这个 LOCAM 是随时准备丢舌吻。RB 在中路近点，有一个没有探到信息，有一个很难受的事儿。秋叶这里好像
Is this the equivalent of franchising for China? It's not the equivalent. It is China franchising. Like this isn't some like Mickey Mouse tournament. This is like part of the actual ecosystem with America Pacific and EMEA.
拉出来，RB能够先换掉一个。哇，这手里发光的2-3狂徒还要再去找人。
Fucking done. 2 versus 2. Is there a paranoid still for Kwai? No, he doesn't have a smoke either. No utility for this retake at all. But the plant hasn't actually gone down. Don't like that peek. Abo, 1 versus 1. They don't know where Bear is. Oh, Bear, see the top of his head. Come on, IGL versus IGL. The nade is just going to delay the plant. Now it puts the pressure on Bear to try and win this. He's going to stick the plant. He has to. Abo is letting him. He's let him plant. He's got 7 bullets too. You're going to let him go for a toilet break as well, Abo? Like, come on. Oh, he's all over. He's 360. No scoping. Look at this. That's a Billy IGL right there. Abo trying to get half. He's able to get half. IGL diff, I suppose. Weirdest 1 versus 1 that we've probably seen thus far in China, but that's fine. Mentally boomed, I think, there from ABO. Yeah, ABO is IGL on raise. What if we get BLG and EDG again at Madrid? I mean, at least we'd have some context to say that would have been very unexpected. But it's more like, yeah, like Billy, if they actually make play-ins, they can't play up against EDG because they came from the same group, despite not playing each other. So it could mean like they either play up against FPX or DRG, which, I mean, DRG I think could potentially be winnable, but yeah. Very nice, clean map 1 win for BLG. But they go to Ascent, which they lost against Wolves, and I guess TEC will be excited to take them there.